That Eastern Motors. Yeah, Joshua Craddock. He had all the four. He had the Ravens players. Yo, they was rocking. He had Ray Lewis in the commercial. Yeah, Joshua Craddock. He said 400 Chevy Beamers and minivans, over 600 cars, trucks, SUVs. Are you listening, man?
Oh my
Eastern
goodness.
Motors. You lay the car today.
They had people with freaking crazy interest rates.
Finance it.
Actually,
Yo, relax. They're still a business. You don't know if they had crazy interest rates. You was a kid.
Well, actually,
they're still a business right now. Let's go talk it down on Eastern Motors. Action.
All right, so we are back. How you feeling today?
I feel good. We are back. Because they probably thought that we had left and was never coming back.
Well, they thought wrong.
Y'all thought wrong.
All right, so we'll get right into it.
Let's get into it.
ISO Ike, currently your top song is Dumping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dumping. Tell us a little bit about that. Why? First of all, are you surprised? Like, what are your thoughts on it being the top?
Kind of surprised, but one thing that I realized with the music is when it drops, whatever is doing the most numbers within like that week or whatever is the top. So like Dumpin' hasn't gotten the most streams. That just means that this week is probably doing decent. So I mean, I'm happy about it. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Go listen to Dumpin'.
Wait, it hasn't gotten the most streams?
No, Back Home has the most streams.
Wow.
Back Home has the most streams.
Wow. So tell us about this cover art. I see that you've used this this cover art for these 1, 2, 3 songs in a row.
And the fourth one is gonna come out at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Tonight. So that cover art is it's a project. So I'm dropping the project as singles. The project is called Slide Everything to Campaign, because everything that's on there, I'm just sliding. It's fun, I'm talking shit, like it's fun. It's just nothing too serious. It's some beats that Lonnie made that are probably like between a minute and 20 seconds and 2 minutes and 20 seconds each. You know what I mean? Probably the longest. So it's nothing too, I mean, it's serious. You know what I'm saying? Serious enough that you need to go check it out, but it's nothing too serious. It's fun, but it's good stuff. And it's a couple different sounds, you know what I mean? But it's me and Lonnie, so it's never too far off. That cover art is cool though, because you actually took that photo. That was on my birthday, I think in 22.
Oh wow.
That was either 20, is that 22? 23? 2022, 2023. I don't know. It was one of those years. It wasn't that long ago, and that's one of my favorite pictures of me and Lonnie. I was eating crabs, so you know crabs are my favorite.
You had a
food,
whole
so
pan of crabs.
It's my birthday. Yep, I had a whole pan of crabs. Actually, it was 2 pans. I think what you got, a half bushel.
Oh wow.
I think that was a half bushel. That was a lot of crabs. And of course steamed them up. But Lonnie had came up, so when you're looking at the cover art, you can see the whole thing, the dock, right? And I've had that dock since I was like 14, 15. So that's cool that I can still use that. It still works. But that doc was sitting there. He was playing some music, and me and him was just vibing out. I was drinking a 40 ounce. I hadn't had a 40 ounce in years, and I was just talking about a 40 ounce. And you know, my wife was just being funny and bought me a 40 ounce. And of course, I cracked it open. Was eating my crabs, drinking a 40 ounce, and vibing with my brother. So that's where that cover art came from. I just used the software to turn it into anime style.
I love that. Okay, so tonight you have something dropping. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, Slide Everything to Campaign is the project that's coming out one single at a time. And this next one, if I'm remembering correctly, is the 4th one, and it is called New Things. And it's a smooth one. It's not smooth like it's slow smooth, but it's smooth like it's a good one. It's a good joint, and I'm just kind of like we're on the new stuff, So if you stuck on the old stuff, get over it. We're on the new things. All that other shit is over with. We on the new things. Niggas swear they got direction and be lost like loose change. Hop in clean, hop out looking new, but in the same way. Hop in clean, pop out looking new, but in the same way. You know, it's something cool. A beat that Lonnie made. So definitely make sure y'all go and grab that one because that's a good one. That's actually, I think that they're all good, but that's a good one. I really like that one. So I'm excited for that to come out.
So this one really speaks to new things. So talk a little bit about where the inspiration was derived from with this.
The inspiration for this one is derived for anybody who's stuck on the old stuff, right? Like I had a very short run in 2020 where I was putting out music, around that time, 2019, 2020, going into 21, and people liked it, and it was cool because it was new for me. Um, I had done some pretty cool stuff at the time. It was COVID. People was maneuvering different. The internet was hot. People was getting money on the internet. Like I was able to get a shout out from hip hop legend. Like it was cool. So I understand why people gravitated to me at that time. But at that time, I wasn't even as good as I am now. So it's like get over the old stuff, right? Like none of that matters to me, right? Like even the experiences with the like it doesn't matter. It's over. It's over. It's years and years ago. What I've done thus far, what I've done on this second stretch is far more impressive than what I did on the last one. It's not even close. So all the other shit is over with. We on the new thing. So get over the old shit and hop on this new wave. The old stuff I probably had out 12 songs, 13 songs. Tonight it'll be 30. Like that. In a way shorter time. You know what I'm saying? Like the effort is there. The effort was there then. The effort was really there then too. I was really working hard. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. But I had growing to do. You know what I'm saying? And then I've grown. Never stopped doing what I was doing. I just stopped putting music out. But I've grown. And now we got this new stuff coming out. So once again, if you stuck on the old shit, get off of it. Get on the new stuff. You know what I mean? Find the one that's for you. Go through the 30 songs and find the one that's for you. Or the two, or the five, or the 10. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta go check the new stuff out. So, get over the old shit. That was the inspiration for that.
I can feel your intensity. Your not intensity in like a in an irritated way, but intensity of like a passionate way. It just really sounds like you want people to continue to grow with you
Right.
and appreciate the new works that you've been able to produce in this season.
Definitely. I'm proud of what I've done.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what I've done thus far. It's good. I think I've done some cool stuff. I got an EP with my brother where we both are rapping. I got an EP that's out with my man's from California when I did a cross country road trip. I got, and I guess you would call it a tape because it's like 10 songs or something like that, 11 songs for Slide Everything the campaign that's coming out right now as we speak with my brother who's produced all the tracks on it. Like that old shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's cool. It was fire, and not to downplay that, right? Because a lot of those beats and stuff that I did on the old stuff, I did that with my man's out in Cali. That the production for the EP TCM, the Coldest Move 2 is. You know what I mean? We did the Coldest Move, we did the Coldest Move 2. So I'm not trying to downplay what I did before at all because I think that it was dope. But I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so cool, yeah, I did it before, but I'm doing it now. So if you respected it before, then respect this shit now. Respect this shit now. This shit's better now than it ever was. Don't lose sight of, come on now, get your head in the game.
So, coming in at number 4 is La Da Da. Oh my gosh. This is probably one of the most organic pieces of work that you've put out thus far. Um, I just love the pacing on this. The beat is, of course, beautiful, but the this is just a supernatural, an extremely natural piece. Tell us a little bit about that.
So that one is cool. I'm trying to think. Maybe now that I probably really did. That was probably like 2022 that I recorded that. I actually recorded that in the studio in Newcastle. And what's cool about that? You spoke to the beat. That has Lonnie's old beat tag on it. So his homeboy, he had his homeboy on there, and if you listen to it, it says, um,
Wait, hold on, I got it.
"Fuck what they talking about." I didn't read this. I think that's what it is. Hold on, let's see. The difference is, fuck what they saying. Lonnie made it. That's it. The difference is, fuck what they talking about. The difference is, fuck what they talking about. Lonnie made it. So that's his old beat tag. That's his old beat tag. So that was cool. But then the coolest part about that song is, I was in the studio, and um, Lonnie was on his way to the studio. He called me when he pulled up. And as I'm rapping that song, he calls me at the end. But I'm literally in the middle. Well, not in the middle. I'm actually on the last chorus. So I pick up the phone and I'm like, la da da da, what up, bro? And I'm like, I throw him on speakerphone. And then we catch the very short conversation that we had about him being running a little bit late. But it was cool. And then just the whole ambiance of the night. Like, if you listen close, it was raining hard, right? Like, it was like a stormy type of night, so you can kind of hear that in the background of the phone call and all of that sort of stuff. So that's definitely one of my favorites because of how naturally it came together. And I feel like that's some of the coolest stuff. You can't recapture that. You know what I mean? You can't, like, you can do it and make it, like, you know what I mean. But that was just flat out, coincidence and just quick thinking on my part to, like, oh, I think that'd be cool in the song, and just throwing my brother, you know what I mean? And I think it all came together. So I was excited for that one.
Yeah, that one is beautiful. And the quality was very good as well.
Definitely.
Speaking of quality, that brings me to my personal favorite quality wise. Bag Deep as It Gets. Oh my gosh. Holy Trinity. You should have just called it Holy Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Like one, two, and three. Like you, the engineer, and the producer, you guys were literally all on the same page. You guys were operating in the same, whatever box you want to put it in, vibration, level, realm. Like that song is so full bodied. It just, you can just tell that you gave your all. What's the guy who made the beat? Gosh, it's escaping me
It's
now.
Mark My Words. He's on YouTube. Mark
Mark my
My
words.
Words. And then my boy Cash 410 mixed that.
He mixed the mess out of that.
Yeah, he did. He
He
mixed that joint crazy. He mixed it crazy. Like, it gave it dimension. I was trying to look for the word. It gave it dimension. Like, I'm trying to think of the difference between the original, right? Because I recorded it and I liked the original, right? But that doesn't mean it doesn't need to be mixed and mastered. But I'm like, this sounds good, so I thought it was a good take. But then when he did the mixing and mastering, and it, he, the way that the beat comes in and out, and, like, the way that the voice, I feel like the voice was perfect on there. Like, he mixed that thing to a T, to
absolutely.
where it's like, yeah, she's right, and that's one of my favorite ones. I think that was actually the very first one that I put out. It was either that or Average Star. I can't
I
always
think it
forget.
was that.
I think it was that one though.
It's such a blessing when you have people that you have creative synergy with. You know, that synergy is undeniable. You don't even have to know the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you don't know, mark my words, but somehow, some way, what he created really spoke to you for
Right.
you to write on it and for it to just fit so perfectly.
Well, that's the dopest part about music is it's a language in its own,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like, you don't have to know. They don't have to know somebody to speak the same language, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So, and then sometimes people speak multiple languages, which is cool too, you know. But definitely, when I heard that beat, it was like, yeah, I like this one. I like this one, you know. And it actually had been a minute because I wasn't really doing YouTube beats for a long stretch, or I wasn't getting beats from anybody anywhere. I was really for a long stretch. I was only getting beats from Ronnie. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting beats anywhere else. Then I found myself for like maybe 3 months going on a stretch of just touching YouTube beats for the most part. I mean, it was probably like a 70-30 at that time,
Mm-hmm.
touching YouTube beats, a lot of these beats, and then came back to messing with Lonnie's beats. I ain't really messed with no YouTube beats in a while. I
Mm-hmm.
still got songs that I haven't put out that are on the YouTube beats, but yeah, I just haven't touched them in a minute.
Hey, shout out to all the YouTube beats.
Shout out to the people on YouTube making beats, whether that be whether you got giving them out for free, whether you just got them up there so people can write to them, and whatever the case may be. Shout out to y'all, cause hey, y'all helping people, y'all helping somebody get their thoughts off, get them written off.
Absolutely. Is there a song that you've created that you find yourself consistently coming back to more than others?
That's tough because what happens is I create new songs and then I'm coming back to that one. Whatever the new one is, a lot. Um, so I guess recently I'm listening to the newest one. But if I had to say a song that I like really that I keep going back to right now is How I Feel. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. That's one of my favorite ones. That's a good one. That project is gonna drop in June, and I won't drop it as all singles. I'll actually drop it as one full project. That way you don't gotta tune in week after week to
Okay.
get it.
We're excited about that.
But How It Feel, yeah, that's one of my favorite songs that I've made. I sent it to a friend of mine, and he told me that he really likes it because it's relatable. You know, he felt like it was something that anybody could relate to. You know, and it's just
Yeah.
some everyday, regular life stuff. You know, um, it's got like a melodic chorus. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. And I recorded it from the house. I was able to piece it together and record it from the house, and I think it sounds good. I actually just did the. I actually just sent myself the mix and mastered version today.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna listen to it in the car tomorrow. I'll probably listen to it on my beats later too. But I'll listen to it in the car tomorrow, and it should slap because it was already banging. So it should bang too. It should bang now for real.
So is that kind of a part of your your process is you send it to you listen to it in your beats and then listen to it on the car and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
look for what for quality assurance.
Right, right, right. To make sure that it sounds good in different spaces, right?
Yeah.
Because you never know. Somebody might listen to it off the phone first and be like, "This is ass." You know what I mean? Because on the
Yeah.
phone it sounds different than
It
in the
is
car.
hard to catch people
It
off the
is.
phone.
It is.
You know what,
It
personally,
is.
I'm not a fan of when people show me new music off their phone. Like, here, listen to this. I'm like, come on, you know I'm not tuned
You
in.
can't hear
Just
the low end.
you got to catch me in the
You
car.
can't hear the low end of the music. You know what I mean? So when you play it in the car, like a lot of my beats, like if you played it, it sounds cool on the phone. When you play it in the car, it bangs because I turn my bass line up. Like
Yeah,
the
you're
bass line is
notorious
real
for
loud.
that.
So when you hear my beats in the car, like Flavor, that beat is as soon as it comes, like it's loud, like it hits.
Yes.
You know. So
Yes.
dang, what was the question? It got me talking about my own production.
Just your process for
Oh
um
yes, so that's yes, so definitely I like to look at it or like to listen to it phone, headphones, car.
how did you learn that? How did you realize?
Um, I've seen other people do that. I've seen other people do that and do that in different fashions. My boy Matt out California, when I was out there one day, we made. I recorded "Say So" myself out there, and he recorded me. He produced that, and then he recorded me. He like mixed and mastered it, and we listened on the phone. We went outside. We listened in the car. Like so, that was like the first time I experienced that. Then another time, not that long ago actually, with Cash. Cash had like a device or like a plug-in that actually connects to the headphones or whatever, and it'll you can change how you're listening to it. So you
Mm.
can change it so that it sounds like it's coming from a car.
Oh,
Change it so
wow.
it sounds like it's coming from headphones. Yeah, and that was
That was a good
cool.
investment.
That was insightful. Yeah, I forget what it's called, but he was like, "Yeah, bro, you should get these." But
That's what's
maybe
up.
one day. Yeah. I hate that. I hate the idea of being famous. I do not want to be famous. I really, really don't. Like I already be in the house like on my own on my dual tip already. So the idea of fame sucks to me. Like I want to be able to walk around and not be bothered. I grew up in small towns, like you know what I mean, slow paced areas where you can just move around and hey, how you doing? And just keep shit pushing. So for me, the idea of like people trying to be in my face and stuff like that, or like being super recognizable, or like somebody's out there and I'm just walking and somebody wants to take pictures of me, like I don't know. That's just really not my speed. I'm not one of them people who's quick to jump in front of a camera. Like even with this whole content, like I've been making the music, but I wasn't making content. I don't, I don't prefer to make content. Um, Luckily, I found a couple of things that I actually like to do in these interviews, and the home cooked beats that I make. You know what I mean, and stuff that I can put out there. But the idea of being so well known that it can be bothersome sounds really, really annoying to me. I want the money and to be able to creatively express myself, not fame.